straight into it because I'm already 10 minutes behind schedule. Oh dear. Deary me. It's warm. Hello, if you've just joined. Yeah. So we're going to be playing Minecraft today, as you may have guessed from the title of the stream. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to play it for a while, and now we're going to be doing it. I'm going to be playing Bedrock Edition, I will warn you before we begin, for a couple of reasons, which I'll explain in a moment. I'm not usually a Bedrock player as a rule. I prefer Java Edition, that's what I grew up with, but today it will be Bedrock. Sorry. But before we begin, we'll just have a few minutes, let a few people come in, and I'll update you on what's been going on. Sorry the stream's a little bit late today. I had a couple of things that I needed to sort out before we started. I might have to cut this stream a little bit shorter because the weather is unbearable here right now. It's incredibly hot, and even now I'm struggling to think straight because of how warm it is. So the stream might not be as long as usual. I might not do the full 3 hours. We'll see how it goes. But we are going to play Minecraft for at least an hour, maybe 2 hours. We'll see how people feel about that. And then we might do a Q&A after if I feel like it. But again, it just really depends, because if you live in the UK, you'll probably understand what's happening right now with the last couple of weeks. Exceptionally hot, humid weather. It's not going to rain until next Wednesday where I live, so that's we got another 7 days of this before we get a single drop of rain. The heat is just unbearable. You know, our houses aren't very well ventilated. There isn't proper AC and stuff like that, so it's just like sitting in an oven day in, day out. And obviously I don't want to be sitting in an oven for 3 hours and trying to talk for that entire time. So again, if the stream ends up being a little bit shorter because of that, I do apologise. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll play Minecraft. I won't waste any more time. We'll get straight onto it in just a moment. We'll launch it up here. And yeah, the reason that I'm playing Bedrock, the main reason is because Java doesn't have native controller support, and I will be using my controller. If you've seen any of my gaming streams before, you'll note that my setup, my keyboard is here, facing my second monitor. So there's no keyboard facing my main monitor, which I use for gaming. So if I play any games, I have to use the controller. And Java natively doesn't support controllers. I couldn't be bothered working around that, getting a mod or using Steam Big Picture or whatever other workarounds there may be for that. I thought it was probably easier to just do Bedrock because that has controller support by default. And also I find that Bedrock runs a little bit better on my PC. I don't know if that's a universal experience, but for me personally, Bedrock gets slightly better performance, so that's a bonus to it. But yeah, the main reason I'm using Bedrock is purely so that I can play with my controller. But I'll just get that launched now. I apologise, I've got a little bit of a sniffle today as well. It's not really much I could do about that, it's just how it is. Hopefully it won't affect my voice too much and you won't hear it come across too much. And if I have to sneeze or anything like that, I'll try and distance myself from the mic because you don't want to hear any of that. Controller about 20 years old. This is not an old controller. This is a Logitech F130. It's a few years old, this actual one is about 2 years old, but the controller design itself is not exactly ancient. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. Right, let's switch over to game view. It should be working now. Oh, there we go. I'll need to resize the window a little bit, so just bear with me a second. And also only me. There I am. I've tried to position myself as best as I can so that I don't cover up the chat too much, so that the chat doesn't cover me up too much, I should say. Apologies if it does, but again, that's just how TikTok is. You know, it's not exactly easy to do a setup like this with a, you know, playing a landscape game on a portrait live stream. It's never going to be perfect, but I'll do the best that I can. I'm just currently working on making the window the right size. You'll notice I'm not playing in a 16:9 aspect ratio either. I've deliberately made the window smaller. I've deliberately made the aspect ratio closer to square, just so that it scales a bit better on the stream. Okay, give me just a second. Alaric the Monk, what graphics card do you have? I have got an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti, so it's a 3GB graphics card. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you can see... You can't see the bottom of the screen there though, so I'll have to move myself down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now hopefully you can see my full window. And like I say, the reason I've set the aspect ratio to like an almost complete square is just so that it fits a little bit better on the stream. Okay, so that's that sorted. So let's go ahead and get an actual world set up. It's going to be a survival world, by the way, if you are wondering what's going to be going on. And I'm hoping actually that that it'll be quite an interactive playthrough. I'm hoping that you guys can sort of tell me what kind of stuff you want me to do and all that kind of thing. So hopefully it will be, like I say, quite interactive in that regard. I'm going to keep the difficulty on normal. I could put it up to hard, but I don't want it to be too much of a challenge for when I'm streaming. We'll keep it on normal. And we'll call it Ashbridge Industries, I guess. Oh, we got caps lock on. There we go. Okay, advanced settings. No starting map, no bonus chests. I do want my coordinates on screen at all times because that's very handy. If you think that's a bit too cheaty, sorry. Minecraft doesn't count it as a cheat, so I don't count it as a cheat either. Show days played. I might do that actually. I think that's a new option. I don't recall seeing that before. We'll keep everything else here as it is. Collect materials to unlock recipes. I don't really use the recipe book that much anyway, but we'll turn that off. Immediate respawn. I like to have immediate respawn. If I die, I'd rather just respawn straight away rather than having to press respawn. and we'll keep the simulation distance at an even 8. We won't put it too high just in case. I don't want it to slow the stream down too much. So that's it for those. We don't need multiplayer. Don't need any cheats. I don't think we'll bother with experiments either. There is the villager trade rebalancing, but I'm not planning on doing that much trading with villagers anyway. I don't really do that much trading as a rule. So we'll leave that as it is for now. Alaric asks, have I ever tried shaders? Yes, I have. So I am primarily a Java player. When I first got Minecraft way back in, I think like 2012 it was, I got the Java edition on my laptop at the time. I've played Java pretty much consistently for over a decade. So I'm very used to playing with lots of mods and shaders and stuff like that. But there are some advantages to Bedrock. The main reason I got Bedrock, I got Bedrock before it became, bundled with Java by default. The reason I bought Bedrock is so that I could play crossplay with my siblings. My two brothers have got a PlayStation and Xbox respectively, and then my sister's got a Chromebook. And I just think it's so cool that all those different platforms can all play the same game. It can play a multiplayer game together, and obviously Bedrock makes that possible. Can't do that in Java. So there's definitely advantages and disadvantages to both versions. Like I say, I prefer Java personally, and with sorry, I've completely lost my train of thought there. I prefer Java personally. But there are advantages to Bedrock as well, and obviously I'm playing Bedrock today because of the controller support. But yeah, what was the question? Have I ever tried shaders? Yeah, a long roundabout way of saying yes, I have tried shaders. Okay, so we got all the options set, so we'll go ahead and create the world now. And I'm hoping the chat doesn't cover the game too much. I've tried to position the game window in a way that the chat covers it as little as possible. You might not be able to see my hotbar properly, for which I apologise, but the rest of the game you should be able to see without too much issue. Ow! So I spawned in and immediately fell. I might need to adjust the graphics as well, just to help it run a little bit faster. I'll do that straight away before we do anything else. Okay, I hate view bobbing, we'll turn that off straight away. Clouds, I think. Oh, sorry. I think that'll be all right, to be honest. We'll see how it performs, and obviously you can let me know in the comments how smoothly it's running. If there are any issues, I can adjust the graphics a bit. But obviously, some of it will be hardware, and some of it will just be my internet connection, which isn't the best. So, again, if there are issues, I'll do what I can to address them, but I can't guarantee that it's going to be the smoothest stream in the world. Okay, let's get started. Let's grab some birch. The reason I wanted to start Minecraft back up and play it on stream, by the way, is that 1.21 has just dropped, the Tricky Trials update, which adds the new trial chambers. I'm really looking forward to trying those out. I've got a little bit of a problem here. One sec. Let's just try that. There we go. Okay, so someone said it's lagging a little bit, but okay. Okay, that's good then. If it's not too If it's not too extreme, then we'll keep going with it. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, the new update just came out. It's called Tricky Trials. It adds in trial chambers, which I'm hoping we're going to go and find quite soon. There's other new features as well. I haven't actually played like properly for a while, so there's probably a lot of other new stuff here as well that I haven't really had much of a chance to explore. Let me just turn off my preview actually. If I turn off my live preview, it might speed my computer up a tiny bit, and that might help the performance. Anyway, back to it. So we got 6 birch. We don't need the recipe book. Go away, please. It might take me a little while to get used to playing with the controller as well, because I am so used to playing with my keyboard. Okay. Crafting table. So, is there any stone about, or are we going to have to dig? Why am I playing controller? Asks Maxando. Because my keyboard is facing my other monitor, and I don't want to unplug my keyboard and move it to the other desk. So it's easier for me to just use a controller. That's also why I'm playing Bedrock instead of Java, because Bedrock natively supports controllers, but Java doesn't. What's my opinion on the new update? Well, I haven't had much experience with it yet, as I say. Oh wait, I've just accidentally put on... Okay. We'll leave that off for now. Yeah, I haven't had much experience with the update so far, to be quite honest. Ow. The last time I properly played Minecraft was, I think, the Wild update with the mangrove swamps and stuff like that. So I haven't really seen many of the new features, you know, the armadillos and stuff like that, and obviously the trial chambers. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be fairly new to me, but I'm excited to check it out. Aha, there's some exposed stone. It's always better to find stone that's out in the open rather than having to dig down for it. Try and find the terracotta, that's where the armadillos are. Yeah, I think they spawn also in savannas. I could be wrong on that, but we will find out. Okay, so... maybe I should use the recipe book actually, just because it makes things a little bit quicker. I know, shoot me, I'm going to use the recipe book. Right, so let's make some planks. Sticks. And a wooden pickaxe. And then with that we'll get all the stone we need to make stone tools. So we'll need... let's do a full set. Let's do axe, pickaxe, sword and shovel. And obviously enough for a furnace as well. So that will be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus another 8, 19. Nope, 17. I can do maths. We'll grab a tiny bit of coal as well. Obviously, you know, the earliest part of the game is pretty much just grinding for the basic resources, so there won't be much excitement going on, but once we get into it, things will start to pick up. And as I say, I'd like to eventually make it quite an interactive thing and get your say on, you know, where we should go, what kind of stuff we should build, and etc, etc. I've got a new follower, Maxando, thanks for following. Okay, so... oh, we didn't actually craft the sword there. Oh, we ran out of sticks, that's why. Dan has also followed, thank you Dan. We'll also make a chest so we can start storing some of our stuff. Andrew Lathy also followed. Thank you very much. Someone whose username is all emojis asked, "Am I trans?" Yes, I am. Where would a chest be? Oh, it'd be under here, wouldn't it? There it is. Oh, I've accidentally opened chat there. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I played Minecraft with a controller. I'm definitely faster with a keyboard and mouse, but at the same time it's also kind of a good thing that it slows me down a little bit, because, you know, having to be able to interact with chat as well and stuff like that, it kind of helps that that I'm moving a little bit slower with the game, if you get what I mean. Okay, so we've got our furnace. Oh, we got some iron nuggets as well. I didn't even notice. We picked up some iron nuggets from that nether portal that we found, so we can actually craft a couple of ingots here. Although actually we can only craft one. We've only got enough to craft one ingot, so won't be much use to us. Where would that be? See, I don't understand. I don't know where anything is in the recipe book either. So there it is. Yeah, we've only got enough for one, so we may as well just not bother. Oh, never mind. I already did it. So we got one iron ingot. Next thing is going to be obviously to find more. It's also going to be getting dark fairly soon, so I should look around for some sheep. Charlotte asks, what console am I playing on? I'm playing on PC at the minute. This is the Bedrock edition for PC. Alaric, am I planning to beat the game or to explore and enjoy the game? So I don't really mind that much about beating the game, like as in defeating the Ender Dragon, because I think there's so much stuff to do in Minecraft now that beating the Ender Dragon doesn't really feel like the end. Most people who play the game defeat the Ender Dragon like fairly early on and then carry on playing after that. So I think at some point we'll probably try and fight the Ender Dragon, but it's not really a priority. I want to really check out the new features from this update and explore all the new stuff. Oh, there's some wool here from a wolf attack. That's good. Max Ando, when you're crafting to make it easier, click the little crafting table icon and switch it to craftable. Thanks for the advice. I'll check that out when I get back to my crafting table. Don asks, do I check DMs or no? I do check my DMs, but not in the middle of a stream. If you do send me any messages, I will see them after the stream. Try and keep it family friendly, PG clean, please. Okay, I'm hungry now, so I can't sprint. I've only got one block of wool, and monsters are starting to spawn. This is this could go very badly right now. There's some more wool there, though. If I'm into horror, install the Cave Dwellers. I have played a few horror mods. I do play a lot of modded Minecraft on the Java version. And I've actually experimented a little bit with the behavior packs on Bedrock, which is it's really cool that you sort of can mod Bedrock to an extent nowadays with the behavior packs, which is pretty cool. But obviously nowhere near the level of modding that you can do in Java. But for this run, I am going to keep it all vanilla. I've not got any data packs, any texture packs, or anything like that. This is just pure vanilla Minecraft. Maybe one day, sometime in the future, I might do a modded playthrough. But for now, like I say, because I'm trying to experience the new features of the latest update and all that kind of stuff, I am going to keep it vanilla. Playboy asks, what PC do I have? So I have a custom-built PC. I got it from Bedrock Computers, refurbished. It's got 32 gig RAM, 3 GB graphics card, about 2.5 terabytes of storage, and I think an Intel i5 processor. Okay, let's make a bed quick. Charlotte says vanilla is elite. I enjoy vanilla. I think especially because of how regularly Minecraft gets updated these days, you can sort of come back to vanilla like once a year and have a completely different experience, which is kind of what I do. It's one of those games that I come back to from time to time and then play it a lot and then leave it alone for a bit. So it's cool to be able to come back to it after a new update and try out all the new stuff, and it's like playing it again for the first time, which is really cool. Top Bin says, you're lucky to have found all this wool on the floor because sheep don't spawn much in the dark. Yeah, very lucky. So a lot of the sheep there spawned during the day and got killed by wolves, so I was lucky enough to get some wool from them. Okay, let's get some of this food smelted. And grab a drink. I'm on the Iron Brew again today, if anyone's wondering. Oh, food. Thank God. Okay, how do I turn on the? How do I turn off the uncraftable stuff? Ah, there. Okay, so now it only shows me stuff that I can actually craft with the materials I've got in my inventory. That's useful. I don't really need to see the recipes because I know them all already. I've played it enough, so it's nice. It's good to have that like this. Days played 1. You can see on the top left there underneath my coordinates, I've actually got the days played on screen. So this is only our second in-game day. How's the weather? In real life, the weather is unbearable right now. It's incredibly hot here in the UK. It hasn't rained for about a week, and it's not going to rain for another week. It's very muggy, very humid. Yeah, not great, to be honest. I like a nice bit of sun, but it's I'm over it now. Can we have a little bit of drizzle, please? I didn't even know that the Days Played was a thing on screen. I think it's new. I don't recall ever seeing it before. I think it's a new feature in the latest update, but it's a handy thing to have because I always try to count the days that I've been playing and then like lose track. So to just have a counter right there on screen, very, very helpful. Okay, let's cook some... Oh, we can't cook anything because we've run out of coal. So I guess now's a good time to start looking around a little bit and trying to find a nice deposit of materials. Oh, here's some rain. Unfortunately, it's only game rain. This reminds me, I got a PS3 recently to play old games. Emulators are not the same, to be honest. I completely agree. I have a PS1 that I set up on stream the other day. Because there's a few games that I love for that, and playing them on PC just doesn't feel the same as playing them with the actual PS1 controller on an actual PlayStation 1 hardware, you know what I mean? There is something quite charming about having that authentic experience of playing the original. Okay, we don't want to get too far from base. Because we are still very under-equipped. But I want to try and find... Aha! This looks promising. Okay, I see iron. Good. We need coal as well, though. Ow. Ow. Here we go. Let's at least grab some iron. What console am I playing on? So I'm playing on PC right now. Have a good rest of the day. I'm going now, says Max Ando. Thanks for joining, Max Ando. Have a good day. There is a bit of... Oh, yeah, there is a bit of coal there. I was going to say, I thought I saw some coal. Harley says ruined PC. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure I catch your drift there. Okay, another bit of iron. There's coal over there, but it's a bit of a pain to get to. If I can find some on this side, that would be handy. There's more iron. So we're already off to a good start on the iron front. Oh, water. Lovely. Hukes Pukes says, holy, that mine gonna get crafted. Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna craft some mines. Alaric says, have a good rest of the day. My phone's at 1%. Thanks for joining, Alaric. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Aha, there's some coal here. A bit more accessible. And I'll also try and gather a bit of cobble to make a blast furnace and smoker as well, just so that we can get our stuff smelted and cooked a little bit faster. So we'll need enough to make 2 more furnaces. Do I play racing games or just driving sims on stream? I haven't played any driving games on stream yet, but I would like to. I don't know if it's something people would be really that interested in, because I play a lot of like Euro Truck and Farming Sim in particular, and they're good, relaxing games to play, but they're not really that exciting to watch. So I don't know if people would actually be interested in watching me play those on stream. But yeah, a big simulator player. I play Farming Sim, Euro Truck, Snow Runner, all those kind of things. Actually, the newest Farming Sim's just been announced. They put out the update yesterday, Farming Sim 25. It's coming out in November. And the Collector's Edition, oh, I'm really excited for. As you may already know, I've got a steering wheel here and side panel. And the Collector's Edition of Farming Sim 25 is going to have an ignition peripheral in it, like an actual key ignition start thing that you can plug into your PC and actually start the tractors in game with a real key, which is the kind of thing that I absolutely nerd out over. So I'm definitely going to be getting the Collector's Edition of that. I got the Collector's Edition of 22, which is where I got this beacon light from. I don't know if it's actually in frame right now. Let me just have a look. If I pan my camera a bit, you might not be able to see it very well because it will be hidden by the chat. But I've got a little orange beacon light here that actually flashes when you use tractors in game. Really cool. So yeah, I'm a big collector of peripherals. I've got the steering wheel, the side panel, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the Collector's Edition of Farming Sim 25 has a new peripheral in it, so you better believe I'm getting that. Anyway, back to the game. Oh, we're getting dark again. Am I going to watch Inside Out 2? I haven't actually watched the first Inside Out, to be honest. I haven't watched many Pixar films in recent years. I think the most recent Pixar film I watched was The Incredibles 2, which, less said, you know, I don't want to start an argument. Well, I'll just say it wasn't as good as the first one, but I mean, I don't think anyone thought it would be, to be honest, did they? It was never going to live up. Okay, so we got two more furnaces there. We're going to make one of those into a smoker and one of those into a blast furnace, which means we're going to need some logs for the smoker, and we're actually going to need more cobblestone as well for the blast furnace. So let me just grab 3 more from here. And while that's smelting, let me make sure that my camera's actually in the right place, because I adjusted it slightly just a minute ago to show you the my setup. Let me know if I'm like properly in frame there. Obviously I'm a little bit hidden by the chat, which I apologise for, but you know, as long as I'm still all in frame, that's okay. I really like watching your videos and streams. There's something nice to watch. Thanks. That's my aim, is to just give you something nice and enjoyable to watch. I am in frame. Good. No problems there then. So once the raw iron's done, we then need to smelt the cobblestone twice. You need to smelt it once to turn it into stone, and then a second time to turn it into smooth stone, and then we can use that to craft a blast furnace. I'm also going to grab some logs now so we can do the smoker. Get it from here. Charlotte says, loving this outfit. Thank you very much, Charlotte. I mentioned in my last stream I've actually got a little bit of something planned for the end of the month. Obviously this month is Pride Month, and I wanted to end the month with a slideshow of selfies wearing all the different colours of the Pride flag. So today I'm wearing green. Yesterday I wore yellow. The day before that I wore blue. Tomorrow I'm going to be wearing red, and then Friday purple, and then hopefully on Saturday the final slideshow will come out, and it'll be, you know, me wearing all the different colours of the Pride flag. I just thought it'd be a nice way to sort of round out the Pride Month. Okay, so we can make a smoker now. And for those of you who don't know, a smoker cooks food twice as fast as a regular furnace. So if we take some of this coal out of here, this will smelt our beef twice as fast as it would in the regular furnace. And the blast furnace does the same for smeltable stuff like ingots, for example, raw iron and raw copper. The blast furnace will do those twice as fast as the regular furnace. But we will still need to keep the regular furnace about for certain things. I believe cacti can only be done in a regular furnace. Could be wrong on that. There are a few things that can only be done with a regular furnace, but I can't remember off the top of my head what they are. But it's good to keep one around just in case. Okay. Oh, the smooth stone actually, I think, is something that can't be done in a blast furnace. So we do need to keep a regular furnace if we want to smelt stone. Royalty AV Geek asks, what made you become trans? If you don't mind me asking, what inspired it? Big question, and not really one that I can answer like satisfactorily in a few minutes, but I'll do my best. Let me just sort out my blast furnace first. oh, okay. So I came out obviously just under 3 years ago now, in July of 2021. It was somewhat sudden. Not in the sense that, well, I see. This is where I'm really going to struggle to explain it. I kind of feel like it seemed sudden, but at the same time there were signs, if that makes sense. Like it sort of clicked in my head one day. It was like a holy shit moment where I realised that that's what it was. But there were signs there beforehand that, you know, you can look back on and say, oh yeah, how did I not figure this out sooner, right? Thanks for following, by the way, Royalty AV Geek. Hukes Pukes just saw Cirabun's latest TikTok. Holy moly, she's good at eyebrows. Yeah, I love Cirabun. Big shout out to Cirabun. She actually is the one who inspired me to get a unicycle, so thank you, Cirabun, for that. If you want to check out another amazing trans femme creator here on TikTok, then go check her out. Back to the topic at hand. So yeah, it was kind of a thing where I've always had these sort of feelings of discomfort, shall we say, with who I was. That maybe not the best way of wording it. I've always felt like I wasn't as happy as I could be, but I couldn't quite put my finger on what was causing it. I think that's the best way of putting it. Like I was happy enough, but I always felt like there was something missing that was holding me back a bit, and I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was. And as time went by, I got to know quite a few trans people. I met a lot of trans people at uni. I interacted with more trans people, day to day. I got to understand it more, and I started to think to myself, maybe that could apply to me. Maybe that's something worth thinking about. So I went away and thought about it, and I kind of thought, yeah, I guess I am. Like I say, it was something like the signs had always been there, but until I'd actually met trans people in real life and spoke to them, I needed to do that to help me understand that was what applied to me, right? And once I'd figured that out, I was a lot happier. It all just sort of clicked into place, and I just felt like, that's it. That's right. This thing that I felt was missing was suddenly not missing anymore. I'd filled that gap, and I've just been a lot happier generally ever since. Like my life feels a lot more complete, a lot more fulfilled. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Breaking Bad asks, what time does the stream end? I'm not sure yet. What time are we on now, actually? We've been going almost an hour, so I think we'll keep doing Minecraft as long as people want to keep watching. It seems to be going quite well at the minute. It's gotten more views than my other gaming streams. I've played Portal and Abe's Exodus, if you were wanting to know. But yeah, this has definitely performed better than my previous gaming streams, so I'm happy to keep going. I'm aiming for like maybe 2 hours for the gaming, and then possibly another hour for the Q&A portion. But as I said earlier, I might skip the Q&A portion today just because of the weather. I don't really want to do that. We'll see. Have I ever played Skyrim? Asks Peter Uzumaki. I have played Skyrim. I'm not a massive Skyrim fan, to be honest. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. But as I've mentioned in previous live streams, I'm very much more of a sci-fi person than a fantasy person. So I'm way more into Fallout, for example, than the Elder Scrolls. Again, great games, great series of games, and Skyrim is, immensely popular for a reason. I don't know why I just got stuck on that tree there. Yeah, immensely popular games for a good reason. They are fantastic games, but they're just not really my sort of thing, to be quite honest. Like I say, I'm more of a sci-fi fan at heart. Have I played Elden Ring? No, I haven't played Elden Ring. Again, same reason. It just isn't really the kind of thing that I'm interested in. It looks like a great game, and I'm sure it might be worth a try. But it's just not something that's really been on my radar, because it's just not the kind of thing that I personally am that into. Okay, I'm going to have to get back to the game, because I've just been wandering around doing nothing for the last 10 minutes. So let's see what actually needs doing right now. We've got our furnace, blast furnace, and smoker. I think we'll probably just brick over this little pond here and make this little cave a sort of temporary starter home until we've built up our resources a bit more. So let's just move everything that we've got so far. Okay. Yeah, we'll clean up the face here a little bit. Jack Ryan just followed. Thank you very much, Jack. Yeah, we'll clean up a little bit of space here, and like I say, we'll make this our sort of starter area, our base of operations to get things off the ground. Asaj26 followed the live creator. Thank you very much, Asaj. Nice to have you here. Royalty AV Geek says, I'll go now. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining and thanks for following as well. I'll see you next time. Oh, Charlotte followed. JE followed. Thank you, guys. I actually can't see my milestone bar at the minute because it's covered up by the game, but you can probably see on the screen at the top there I've got my milestone counter. We're aiming for 2,500 at the minute. We hit 2,000 a few days ago, so we're going strong. Like I say, 2,500 is the next milestone, so if you are enjoying what you are seeing and you're not following yet, then please do. Bruno asks, am I good at Minecraft? There's a question. Have I played Minecraft for over 10 years? Yes. Am I good at Minecraft? I've played Minecraft for over 10 years. Hope that answers your question. I guess we'll see how good I am from this gameplay. Is content creation something I'm wanting to do full time? Potentially, yeah. It's definitely something that I enjoy doing. Sorry, there's an ice cream van outside if you can hear music in the background. So content creation, not necessarily the gaming stuff, because this is just something that I do for fun. But if you head over to my TikTok, you can see that I do a lot of, like, I try to make educational videos and stuff like that about transgender topics, and that's definitely something that I'd like to do in a more permanent capacity. At the minute, it's just something that I'm doing, you know, in my free time. But I'd quite like it to become something more permanent. I did recently set up a Patreon, which, you know, I'd like to shout out just real quick while we're on the subject of this. I do have a Patreon that you can join if you followed the link in my bio. It's basically just behind the scenes videos of, you know, uncut video footage and stuff like that. But it's a nice way to support me in what I do and what I want to do. So if you want to go and check that out, feel free. It's $5 a month and there's a 7-day free trial. Okay, I just need to grab this sandstone block here and move it to here. Okay. So, I think this is probably a good enough place to start. We'll put the bed there. We'll have to make sure there's a bit of space for all the storage, because we are going to need a lot more storage. So we'll put the furnaces and crafting table over here, and then we'll have this whole corner for storage. I am going to go to bed in a second, but we'll make a couple of torches while we're here. Is that centered? 3, 4. No, it's not. Okay, we'll have to correct that. Let's do that. There we go. That'll do. JC followed. Thank you very much, JC. Bruno, have I ever killed the Ender Dragon? Yes, a couple of times. Like I say, it's not really something that I'm that bothered about, because there's so much to do in Minecraft nowadays without doing, like, the actual campaign of the game. It's definitely something worth doing, and obviously there's a lot of goodies that you can get from doing it, especially with the end update. You can now go to the end cities and get all the, you know, the elytra and the chorus fruit and all that kind of stuff. So there are advantages to doing it, but also it's not something that you really have to do. It's not something that I'm going to rush to do in this playthrough. I'd like to do it eventually. But my priority really is to just take a slower approach to it and just explore some of the new features from the latest update. So will we kill the Ender Dragon in this playthrough? Probably at some point. Definitely not today. But it might happen eventually, but it's not something that I'm really prioritising. Skycapture Pro asks, what's my name? My name is Saul, S-A-U-L, rhymes with Paul. That's the name I was born with, that's the name I decided to keep. Ah, I see. Right. So we need chests now, first and foremost, but we need to make planks first. That's why chests aren't showing up. There's 2. We'll get 1 more, and that should be a good place to start. Bailey says, I want to hate, but you actually seem alright. Thanks, I guess. Peter, do I think the sandbox style could be improved on this game? How do you mean? I think I like Minecraft as it is right now, to be honest. I know there's been a lot of talk in the last few years about, you know, oh, it's too complicated now, or it's too easy now, or there's too much to do, which, I mean, too much to do is a very stupid thing to complain about in a video game, I think, but there are people who say there's too much to do in Minecraft nowadays. I like it. I think the way Minecraft's been for the last few years, where, you know, there's like one major update a year that just adds in a new little extra bit of exploration, a few new blocks, I think that's fine by me. I know a lot of people say, you know, the updates aren't big enough and stuff like that, like they're not adding enough new features. But I kind of disagree with that. I think they add just enough new features that you can come back every now and then and it feels fresh, it feels new. Peter asks, oh, the graphic style has remained the same since release. Mostly, yeah. There actually was a graphics overhaul a few years ago. I believe when... I can't remember exactly when it was. I think it was when Bedrock became a thing. Like the universal cross-platform Bedrock. They... yeah, it started with the Bedrock home screen. They rolled out a new texture pack. And actually, if you look at Minecraft now, if you look at my gameplay right now and then compare it with Minecraft from like 5 years ago, the textures are different. There has been a texture overhaul. It's very subtle, but it is there. It is different. Yeah, the Nether looks so different. Like, I mean, obviously there was the Nether update, which fantastic update, by the way. I absolutely adore how much the Nether's changed. All the new biomes and stuff like that. It feels like a real place. It's not just one single barren wasteland anymore, which, you know, some people might dislike, but I personally am a huge fan of it. But yeah, just even without the update, just the way that the Nether rack itself looks, you know, the way that the textures have been overhauled and stuff like that is really, really crazy. It does just, the whole game just looks so much better. And again, this is another thing that people complain about, is that the textures are too different and it doesn't look like Minecraft anymore. I disagree. I think it looks a lot better. It's a lot easier on the eyes. I think a lot of people have got nostalgia goggles on when it comes to this kind of thing. And again, I've been playing Minecraft for over 10 years. I have a lot of nostalgia for the older versions, but I also recognise that the game is so much more alive and so much more enriched nowadays. It gets bigger and better with every update, and I truly believe that. Every update is bigger and better than the last. Again, you might disagree with that, and that's fine. If you're a Java player, you can go back and play the old versions if you like them that much. Yeah. What do I think about the Deep Dark? I haven't really explored it, to be honest. Not in survival anyway, because it's so hard to find. Hopefully we'll get to do that in this playthrough, and obviously I want to find the trial chambers as well. So if you want to see that sort of stuff, stick around. Leighton, thanks for commenting. I'm sure one of my moderators will mute you in a second. There we go. Deep Dark is extremely difficult on Bedrock. I've heard. Don't worry. I'm familiar with how notoriously difficult Deep Dark is on Bedrock. So I'll look forward to that. But yeah, what was I doing? I was going to sort my inventory out a little bit. So we'll put all the solid blocks in the top chest. Hugo says, don't listen to the haters, you're so nice and beautiful. Thank you, Hugo. What a nice thing to say. I really don't listen to the haters anyway, you don't have to worry about that. Anyone who's watched any of my previous videos or live streams, you'll know that I truly just don't care about hate comments. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Same with Wither on Java, it has nowhere near as much health. Yeah, the Wither is also a lot more difficult on Bedrock, but to be honest, I don't think I really have any priority for going after the Wither either. It's another one of those things where it's an option, and obviously you can get the Nether Star, which is useful for crafting beacons, I believe, but it's something that I don't really plan on doing, at least not for a while. I'm not really that bothered about getting a beacon or a conduit or any stuff like that, at least not until much later on. I want to play just a nice relaxed pace, just take it slow. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'll craft a boat actually. Let me craft a boat instead of swimming. But yeah, so there's all kinds of things that I could do and probably will do eventually, but I'm also excited to just take it slow, enjoy the game, see what's new, all that kind of stuff. Someone asked, sorry, let me just rewind a little bit. Welsh Kemri asked, did I keep the same name from birth after transitioning? Yes, I did. Sorry, I didn't see your question straight away there. Yes, I did keep the same name after I came out. Saul is the name that my parents chose for me when I was born. Specifically, my dad, big fan of Guns N' Roses, and the lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses is obviously Slash. Widely believed to be one of the greatest guitarists who ever lived. Again, that's personal judgment, so you know whether you agree with that or not. But Slash, iconic guitarist, real name is Saul Hudson, and that's why my dad wanted to call me Saul when I was born, because he's a big fan of Guns N' Roses. Oh, Wandering Trainer. And then when I came out, I just wanted to keep the name. I was very happy with the name. The name is something that I've always personally felt quite a strong connection to. A lot of trans people change their names because they feel uncomfortable being called because their dead name reminds them of a time in their life that they'd sooner forget. But I don't really have those sort of strong negative feelings about my past, and for that reason I don't feel uncomfortable with the name that I was given at birth. I actually think it's a really cool name. It's a very uncommon name here in the UK, and you know, now that I am a woman, it's even more rare. I can't imagine there's many women called Saul out there. So yeah, it's very unique. I'm very happy to have that name. Okay, I'll check out the Wandering Trader real quick before we go, but I don't think there's going to be anything of use to us at this moment in time. You can stay away. Yeah, so we don't have any emeralds, so all that's useless to us right now. Okay. Oh, and it's getting dark, so we might have to wait another day. I think that I spy a shipwreck over there in the distance. So, oh, and there is an underwater ruin there as well. I don't know if you can see it very well on the stream, but that will be worth checking out in the morning. But before that, I am going to go and sleep. We're only 3 days in, and we're making, well, we're making progress. I don't know whether I'd say we're making fast progress, but again, you know, it's not about the speed, it's about the journey. And I am spending a lot of time responding to your comments as well. Not that I'm complaining about that, keep the comments coming, but it does slow things down a little bit, because I've got to keep pausing to answer questions. And I'm not very good at multitasking. Asking. Okay, can I sleep yet? Yes, I can. Hazza says, "Why is she kind of chill?" Thanks. I am a fairly chilled out person, I think. Maybe slightly less so in real life, but I don't show it. No. In all honesty, I'm not a very stressful person, generally speaking. Oh, that wasn't a shipwreck. I thought those were the masts of a boat, an underwater wreck, but it's actually just sugarcane. But we'll get it anyway, because we'll need books eventually. RW Prod says, hello Saul. Hi, welcome to the stream. Okay, I don't know if I'm quite ready to check out this underwater ruin, because we are still... Oh, there's a shipwreck there! Aha, spotted a shipwreck. Okay, we'll check that out first. I don't know if we'll check the underwater ruin out just yet, because I don't want to get bogged down with drowns. I also want to try and not die for as long as possible. We haven't had any deaths yet, which is good. Try and keep that up. We got a couple of new followers. Sorry, I'm being attacked at the minute, but I will read your names out in a second. We've got Matthew ZZ followed, thank you very much, and RW Prods also followed, thank you very much. RW Prods asks, what's my favourite game? My favourite game of all time is Oddworld Abe's Exodus for the PS1. I have actually played a little bit of it on stream, and I'd like to play some more on stream actually and finish it off. Fantastic game, love the Oddworld series in general, but Exodus in particular got to be my favourite. Also, I'm also a big fan of Portal, particularly Portal 2, and obviously Minecraft. The thing is, I wouldn't really call Minecraft one of my favourite games, but I think it's probably the most played game ever. Like, across all platforms, I've had it on the PS3, the PS4, I've had it on PS Vita, I've had the mobile edition, I've got Bedrock and Java, so I think, like, across all versions, I've probably played Minecraft more than any other game ever. Which is weird, because it doesn't feel like it. You know what I mean? It's definitely one of those games that I think you don't realise how much time you've spent on it. It's one of those games you can sink a ton of time into without realising. Have I not got a PS5? Asks Ruben. At the minute, no. Actually, no, I've never had a PS5. I've had a PS4. The PS4 was like the most recent console that I've had, and then a few years ago I switched over to PC. I've got a gaming PC now, and that's sort of the end of my journey with consoles. I don't hate consoles, but you know, just a second. Oh no. Yeah, I like consoles, but for the kind of stuff that I need to do, because I do a lot of, you know, apart from playing games, I do other stuff as well. So it's handy to have a PC to be able to do the other stuff, whereas, you know, a console is just for playing games. Yeah. Do I have a favourite football team? I'm not a football fan in general. There are football fans in the family, though. My dad's favourite team is Newcastle United. Ethan says not everyone uses pronouns. I assume you've come here after just watching my pronouns video. Yes, they do. Oh, we got some armour trim as well. That'll be handy. Edward asks, what are my pronouns? My pronouns are she and her. Thank you for asking. SBS Gownzeben, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, asks, where am I from? I'm from Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. What does armour trim do? So armour trim is a fairly new feature. It allows you to add patterns onto your armour. You need a smithing table to do it. And there's like 20 different patterns. So, for example, with this gold chest plate here, I could take this gold chest plate, this coastal armor trim and copper ingot, for example, go into a smithing table and basically add like copper detailing to the gold armor, which is a really cool feature. It makes armor way more customizable. There's like thousands of different combinations that you can do. Every metal and gemstone, diamond, lapis, emerald, copper, iron, gold can be used as trims, and you can trim any armor with it as well. So there's a ton of different possibilities for armor customization. It's a really cool thing to be able to do, and I will be doing it at some point. I want to get iron armor first, so we need a little bit more iron. And also, I'm not actually sure what the recipe is for a smithing table. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, actually, no, I know. It's 4 wood and 2 iron ingots, right? Charlotte says, honestly, one of my favourite extra items they added. I think it's a really cool addition. And I think it's a really good response to the people who've been asking for a long time for extra armor sets. Like, every time a new material gets added to the game, you will inevitably have people saying, oh, make this an armor set. You know, why is there no copper armor? Why is there no emerald armor? So I think that's a really good way of doing it, is to say, well, what if there were like thousands of different combinations of armor that you could have instead? It is a really, really cool feature, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Although some of the trims are a lot harder to find than others, which actually leans into the, you know, exploration aspect a bit more. If you want to get these trims, you have to actually go looking for them. The coast armor one, I think, is probably one of the most common because you are almost always near water. But some of the other ones are a bit rarer, so it's also kind of a status symbol, you know. If you're on multiplayer worlds, you know, finding the rarer ones is something that you can do. And yeah, like I say, I do think it's a really great feature. Really huge addition to the game, and it does, as Charlotte says there, it promotes exploration. Which, again, yeah, a lot of people do fail to realise that Minecraft at its heart is an exploration game, right? Exploration is a huge part of Minecraft, and all this stuff that people keep saying, oh, well, that's a pointless thing, why have you added that to the game, you know, why nobody asked for that? All of these things add more exploration options, which, again, is a huge part of the game, so what are people complaining about? Anyway, let's get back to it. We're going to go and try and find some iron now. We want, hopefully, to get a full set of iron armor, and then we can use some of those trims, and I can show you how they work if you haven't seen them already. Actually, we've got 3 iron left, haven't we? So it might be a good idea to craft an iron pickaxe at this point before I go wandering off to mine. Let's come back and grab our iron. Where did I put it? Yes, we do have 3. We got just enough. Grab 2 of these sticks. Iron pick. And we can stick the stone one away now. We don't really need it anymore. Although, actually, to be fair, we might as well use it because it would be a waste to just never use this again. So we'll use this until it runs out. But we have now got an iron one to back it up afterwards. I'm actually going to go back to the cave that I found earlier that we got the original bit of iron from. Some dolphins there. Oh, it's getting dark. I'm going to stay out tonight at my own risk. This could be the night of our first death. We'll see. Thrilling content this. Thanks, Ben. At least 65 people agree because they're here watching right now. So yeah. If you want to make it more interesting, then why not ask me a question? And I will be only too happy to answer it. World Seed. Now, there's a good question, actually. Oh, I am going to die right now. There we go. Sorry, I was distracted by the questions that were being asked. My fault. I literally just asked, I literally just told you to ask me questions, and then I died while answering a question. Whoops. Have I got a spider? A real-life spider? Not yet, but very soon. I'm actually hoping next week to finally be buying myself a new spider, so if you are interested in seeing some spider-related content, stick around for that. Okay, we've got to try and get my stuff back now. So anyway, before I died, 3721 Orange asked, what's the World Seed? I think to check the World Seed on Bedrock, you have to go back to the main menu, so I will tell you in a minute. But first of all, let me just go and get my stuff back. That skeleton's still going to be here, isn't it? Oh no, he's gone. Oh no, okay, we got a little bit of a bug. My iron pick and stone pick are not dropping. We'll just stand here for a minute and hopefully they'll drop. Just check settings for World Seed. Okay, let's have a look at my own risk, because it doesn't actually pause the game on Bedrock when you go to the settings menu. General? Would it be under General? Let me know where under the settings it is, and I will find the seed for you. On game. Ah, okay. There you are. The seed is that. -1 7195084008017099115. If you want to take a screenshot and copy that seed for your own world, then feel free to do so. Peter says, I have an Indian ornamental, has beautiful bright yellow and grey markings underneath. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of spiders. I've spoken about spiders many times before on stream. I think they're really cool, they're really fascinating. Specifically jumping spiders is what I'm interested in, and that's what I'll be getting next week. So again, if you are interested in the spider content, then please stick around for that. It doesn't look like I'm going to get these items back. I'll try reloading the save, and see if it works. But yeah, I think I'm going to be buying my spider from the spider shop. If you are a UK-based spider keeper, you'll probably have heard of the spider shop. They're where I've got my previous jumping spiders from, and it's probably where I'm going to be getting my next one. I'm actually going to have to buy a new enclosure as well, because my previous enclosure I got rid of when my previous jumper died. So I will be starting from scratch, getting all the new equipment and stuff like that. So I'll be going to the spider shop for all of that. Who is Izzy? Asks Jaden Cop 1980. Izzy's my sister, actually. And she got a Chromebook for Christmas last year, so we started a new world together and played some Minecraft on that. What will I name the spider? I might ask for your input, actually. I don't really know what I'm going to call it, but I might ask the audience what they think. Okay, I've got my pickaxes back. Oh, there's a mushroom down there. There's also a spider down there. Now, spiders in Minecraft I'd rather not encounter, especially at night. CJ, why would I want a spider living with you? Because spiders are really amazing. They're incredibly misunderstood. They're very intelligent, especially jumping spiders have an incredible level of intelligence. Some research suggests that they can actually recognize human faces, like remember people's faces, which is so crazy to think about, that a spider could see you and think, I know you, I've seen you before. Like, for an insect that small, for an arachnid that small, to have that level of intelligence is incredible. And yeah, they are really intelligent creatures. They're really cool, they're really inquisitive, they're really curious, they love to explore, especially jumping spiders. You know, they never stand still, they'll be wandering around the enclosure all day, every day. EJ said, what, so I'm going to sleep with it? That's a bit of a strange thing to say. No, I'm not going to sleep with my spider. Weird that your mind went in that direction. Okay, I'm going to have to go down there because I can see lapis and I can see more iron. I have a spider in my bathroom and I'm scared of him and I call him Bubbles. What a great name for a spider. Cruz says hi. Hi, Cruz. Sorry, I lost my train of thought again. Yeah, spiders... 1 second. Spiders around the house, I don't really care about. I don't really mind them. Again, I used to be quite scared of spiders, and it's something that I've been sort of working on overcoming. And keeping spiders as pets, like, has really helped that, especially jumping spiders. I think if you're scared of spiders, jumping spiders will completely get rid of that. They're just so cool. But anyway, enough talk about spiders. Oh, one more thing, actually. I'd probably best tell you what kind of spider specifically I'm hoping to get. So I'm actually wanting to get a Phidippus... never mind, I've forgotten the name. Is it Odax? Phidippus Odax? So my first jumping spider was Phidippus regius, a regal jumping spider. That was a male. Alphen B says, do I ever stop talking? I mean, the purpose of this live stream is for me to talk, right? Like, you don't want to just have me sitting here in silence and never saying a word. That's kind of how live streams work. So no, I ideally won't stop talking. But anyway, so my first jumping spider was a Phidippus regius, a regal jumping spider. Then I got a Hylas diardi, which is the largest species of jumping spider in the world. They can get, you know, about the size of my thumb at their largest. I had a female, one of those. Really cool. But I kind of want to not keep the same spider twice, you know what I mean? I want to get to know all the different spiders. So I've kept H. diardi, I've kept P. regius, I want to try something different. And the one that I'm actually planning on getting next is called a widow jumping spider, because it looks a little bit like a black widow. It's not, of course, but it has a resemblance. I can't for the life of me remember the scientific name, though. I'd have to go back and look. How long do they live and how do they look? I can show you, actually. Let me just get myself to a little safe place, and I'll pause the game for a minute and show you exactly what it is that I'm planning on getting. Okay, so do I like snakes? I have no strong feelings about snakes. I don't dislike snakes, but I'm not really interested in keeping them or anything like that. Okay, let me just bring up the spider shop, which again is where I'm going to be buying my new spiders from. Spider, sorry, I'm only getting one. It's Phidippus ardens is the widow jumping spider. So, right, warning for anyone watching, I am about to show spiders, real spiders on screen, so look away if you don't like spiders. I am going to show them. Okay, here we go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So here are the spiders currently available from the spider shop. This one here, the one in the top centre, Phidippus ardens, the one with the red ring on its back, that's the one that I'm going to be getting. So I've previously kept, as I say, Phidippus regius, the regal jumper, and Hylas diardi, which I think is just called the giant jumping spider. But this guy here, Phidippus ardens, this is what I'm going for next. There it is. And these guys they're fairly big for jumping spiders. Again, jumping spiders in general don't get that big. It'll probably get to like the size of a thumbnail or something like that. But these are really cool. I love the pattern on the back. You can see there why it's called the widow jumping spider, because it has a sort of similar pattern on the back to a black widow. And yeah, it says here that they can grow up to. They have a leg span of up to 3. I think that means 3 centimeters. That's leg span, not like the actual body size. And yeah, they're really easy. Jumping spiders in general, again, very easy to look after. So if you want to like get into spiders, jumping spiders are a great place to start. They're very low maintenance. They only eat every couple of days. They very rarely drink. You just have to spray a little bit of water inside the tank every few days, and that's enough hydration for them. You don't need a heater or anything like that. They can survive at like normal room temperatures. So they're just super, super easy to look after. So if you want to get into spiders, jumping spiders are a great place to start. And they're also incredibly cute. Like, look at the eyes. Look at this guy's little eyes. I just love that. I just think they're so cute. What is this website? The website's called The Spider Shop. They supply to the whole of the UK. I don't know if they deliver outside of the UK. They might do for an extra fee. But if you're in the UK and you want to get into keeping spiders, these are a great place to start. And they also offer starter kits, which is what I'm going to be getting. Because as I say, when my last spider died, I got rid of all my equipment and stuff like that. So I'm going to be starting from scratch, basically. And there's this jumping spider kit here. Contains everything that you need to get started. It's got the enclosure in it. You can see here it's got the tank, it's got the substrate block, all of that kind of stuff. The only thing that isn't included is the food. So you just buy some mealworms or crickets or whatever you're going to feed them, and then buy this starter kit, and there you go. You've got yourself a pet spider. So that's what I'm going to be doing, hopefully next week. So a couple of comments have come up since I've been talking. Peter Uzumaki says, my Indian ornamental is about the same size as my hand with fingers stretched. Wow, that's incredible. I'd love to move on to larger spiders eventually. Again, it's something that I'm trying to push my comfort zone. I used to be terrified of all spiders, but I've sort of gradually started to get more comfortable with them, especially because of keeping jumping spiders. So I'm hoping eventually we'll get to the point that sorry, let me just hide this display capture. I'm hoping that eventually I will be able to move on with larger spiders and maybe even get tarantulas and stuff like that, but definitely not for a long while yet. I think they're cool, but I'd prefer to admire them from a distance. But yeah, I like I say, I think spiders are just terribly misunderstood. They are absolutely fascinating. I can understand why people are scared of them, but at the same time, they're just really, really interesting. They're so unique among, you know, they're not insects, but among like the arthropod world. They're just incredible, and I can't wait to have one. I will be making videos about my spider once I've got it. I'll be, you know, maybe even doing like an unboxing live stream or something like that. I don't want to keep it cooped up too long, because when you buy it by post, they send the actual spider in like a little kind of test tube. I don't want to keep him cooped up in there for too long, but I might, you know, if it arrives the same day that I've got a live stream going on, I might actually unpack the kit and the spider live on stream. That would be something cool to do. What is the lifespan of jumping spiders? This is a good question. So most species live for about a year. Some live longer, some can live for up to 2 or 3 years, but most of the time about a year. It also depends what age you buy them as well. So the most recent spider that I bought was already near adulthood, so she only lived for about 6 months before she died. But yeah, if you get them as young as possible, they can live for at least a year. And yeah, my last one, very unfortunately, she died during a bad molt. which is an unfortunate thing to happen. If you know anything about spiders, or if you've kept spiders before, you'll know that they shed their exoskeleton as they grow. They grow a new exoskeleton and molt out of the previous one, and sometimes they can get stuck, which is a terrifying thing to imagine, like being stuck inside your own dead shell. But it is sadly something that can happen, and for me, unfortunately, with my most recent spider, it did happen. She got trapped in her molt. She couldn't fully get it off, and she died inside it. Very sad. And it is very sad, yeah, because of the short lifespan as well. It's like, once you get one, it's inevitable that in about a year's time, it's going to die. And you do kind of have to be prepared for that. I was hoping I'd get a little bit longer with her before she died. So it was quite upsetting. But, you know, I'm ready now to get back into it and get myself a new one. So, like I say, next week, hopefully, the new spider will be coming, and I will be looking forward to making videos about it, and maybe even showing you it on a live stream. Okay, that's enough of a tangent. Let's get back to the game, because we are still underground in a hole right now. Let me just hide my preview again. Charlotte says, "Gotta head to work. See you next time. Have a good one." Thank you, Charlotte, for joining. Do they die immediately if they get stuck while shedding? If not, can you help them shed? It's very dangerous to try and help them shed, because when they're in the process of shedding, that's when they're at their most delicate, and like even touching them too hardly can cause them a lot of pain. So it's kind of recommended that if you don't know what you're doing, you just have to leave them. It's very sad and unfortunate, but again, if you don't know what you're doing, you're probably just going to make it more painful for them, so it's better to just let it happen. It's not an instant thing, unfortunately. They kind of suffocate because, again, they're stuck in their own exoskeleton and they can't get out of it. So it's not a pleasant thing to think about. But it's nature. It's just how it happens, right? That's just how spiders exist. And every now and then you're going to get one that goes through a bad molt and ends up not making it. Okay, there's some iron up here, which I'll go and jump up to and grab. We got a new follower, Eric Baker 110. Thanks for following. Noah says, "What am I looking at?" Minecraft. This is Minecraft Bedrock Edition. We're on day 5. And we've accidentally found an aquifer again, so we're not going to even bother trying to get that iron. Too much hassle. I do have torches. Oh, lapis. Great. That'll help us build up our experience a little bit. Oh, there goes the stone pick. And we're on to the iron. My hotbar needs a bit of a clean-up, so just let me... I know everyone has their own ideas about what order the hotbar should be in, but mine is always axe, pickaxe, sword and shovel, and then my food at the other end, and my torches in the middle. That's how I usually have it. There we go. We got another follower, Fortnite Customs. Thanks for following. We'll grab some copper. We don't really need any just yet, because there's really not that much to use it for apart from decorative purposes, but it's good to get. I think we'll be trimming our armour with copper, and also we'll want to make a couple of things like a telescope, for example, when we've found amethyst. Okay. 34 iron. We've got enough for a full suit of iron armor now, so we could head back, but we'll keep going. We'll get a couple more bits. What do you use copper for? So copper has a couple of uses. It is mainly a decorative block. Obviously, it has a unique feature, which is that it oxidizes over time. So if you leave it long enough, all your orange copper blocks will turn green, which is really cool. Outside of decorations, there are a few other uses for it. You can use it to make a spyglass, a telescope, if you combine it with an amethyst shard. You can now make copper doors and trapdoors in the latest update. You can also make lightning rods, which, if there's a thunderstorm, the lightning will hit the rod instead of hitting your base, which is useful if you've got a base made of wood, which I normally do. I like to make wooden bases, so definitely useful to have a lightning rod to divert any strikes. And that's pretty much it at this moment in time. It's one of those things that I think we will start to see more features of it as time goes by. One feature that we were absolutely robbed of course, was the copper golem, which I feel like would have been absolutely perfect to add with the new trial chambers, because they are made almost entirely out of copper. It would have been absolutely perfect to add copper golems with that update. But you know, it is what it is. Let's not get into the politics of the Minecraft mob vote in today's stream. Charlie Blythe asks, is this a new world? Yeah, I started this world today on the live stream about an hour and a half ago. We're currently on day 5. Okay, I think we might be able to get out through here, but we are going to have to hold our breath. Come on. Okay, we cannot get out through here. This is a completely entombed area. How do we get out then? Where did we come from? We got a new follower, Isaac the Mammal. Thanks for following. Oh god. Right, I can't die down here because I actually don't know how we got here. So if I die, I've lost everything. All I need to do is figure out where I came from, because I dropped down from the ceiling somewhere. There's more water here. Oh, I've got no food either except mushroom. I've got no torches, I've run out. This is where things start to fall apart, unfortunately. It's a shame you can't just eat mushrooms raw. You can in real life. Seems like it would be handy to be able to do that in Minecraft. Okay. Oh, right. Well, looks like this is the end, folks. Yeah. We're very deep underground, and I have no food. I think... yeah. I think we just had to accept our fate there. I went a bit too ill-prepared there. I didn't take enough food and torches with me. We do have 5 minutes to get my stuff back before it all despawns though, so I think we can at least try to get it back. Let me take some potatoes. And a gold sword. And why not stick some armour on, just in case. We got it, we may as well use it. Okay, torches, 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 torches. We need more torches. There we go. Right. Let's see if we can get all that stuff back before it despawns. Thankfully, it's not too far. We only went across this little bit of water. Might grab some meat while I'm here as well. Get some pigs or cows. On the way back, though, right now the priority is getting my stuff back. Corica asks, do I like men or women? Yes, I do. Okay, so it was down this way. Right. What, you like both? Yeah, yeah. That was what I meant by that, yeah. Okay, please. Okay. Okay. Where was it? Where was it? Please leave me alone. Where did I even die last time? I don't know. This is helpless. This is actually... This might be the end. I don't know where I died. Okay, we've got some torches now, so I can at least put a couple down to stop too many mobs from spawning. Skeleton. Let's try and build our health back up a little bit before we go and attack him. Why did I bring potatoes? The worst food that I could have brought. Okay, we just gotta wait it out. As soon as I've got enough health, that guy over there is gonna die. Oh god, he's coming this way. Okay, I think we're ready. It's now or never. Oh, there's a creeper there. Thank you. Okay, I don't know how long we've got to get the stuff that we lost, but I feel like not long. So where the hell was it? Was it down here? No. Where was it? I actually can't remember where I died. Which is bad, because it means I'm not going to get there in time to get my stuff back. It wasn't here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. No, I've just been here, right? Yeah, I've just been here. And there's a spider following me around now. Please leave me alone. Yeah, I really think we're not finding that stuff. So yeah, basically we've lost all of our all of that iron that we've spent time collecting. All because I didn't bring enough torches and can't find where I died. I think it's a lost cause at this point, to be quite honest. I don't really want to waste any more time looking for something that we're not going to find. So, looks like we're going to have to start from scratch again and collect all of that iron and copper from the beginning. Sorry. Yeah, it definitely wasn't down here. And I'm getting hungry again. And I don't have a pickaxe, so I can't break any blocks to get up here. Well, I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do. I guess we can't go back again because we're low on resources. I think I'm just going to have to die. Oh, thank you. Ah, there we go. I can drown myself in Minecraft. Okay, so I think we can abandon all hope of ever seeing any of that stuff again. Let's just look to the future. We've still got a stone pickaxe, a wooden pickaxe, so we can start again. We can rebuild. Cool face, cool face, cool face, cool face. Followed the live creator. Thanks. Welcome aboard. Oh, we already had cobblestone. Right, so I've just took a chunk out of my wall for nothing. And I've used all my sticks. Okay. This took a turn for the worst very quickly. This all went downhill rapidly. I'm sorry. Someone asked me earlier, am I good at Minecraft? I think the question might have been answered now. But hey, we've got a couple of things. We've got another chest plate at least, so we got a little bit of protection there, and we can make another stone sword. And we can make. Can we make any torches? Nope, we can't make any torches because I took all my coal with me when I died as well. So this is it. We are back to the absolute basics. We got a stone axe, we got a stone sword, a stone pickaxe, and a gold chestplate. Let's start again. Have we got food? We got wheat. We can make some bread, and we got carrots, but I want to save them for growing. Where is bread? I didn't set it to... There we go. Moderator... oh, Asaj. Asaj followed the live creator. Thank you, Asaj. I was going to read out my moderator's name, but obviously they're already following because they wouldn't be a moderator otherwise. Okay, let's get some sleep. And I think we're just going to completely abandon that that particular mine. It's cursed. We've died down there twice already. I am going to go and get my boat back because my boat's still over there. But I think after that we'll find some other place to mine. Oh, there's spruce over there as well. We'll grab some of that. It's always good to have as many types of wood as possible. And I think there's like 12 different types in the game now. I genuinely lose track. What console am I playing on? Asks Connor. I'm playing on PC. Okay, there's my boat. Take that back. With my bare hands, because I don't have an axe now either. Why the hell is this not breaking? There we go. Okay, I'm going to grab a spruce tree. Hey, doggy. BD Craft texture pack needed to look so much better. I absolutely love BD Craft. I'm actually a supporter of theirs, so I get like early access to the to their texture packs and stuff like that. And I'm happy to support them. I don't really like paying money for texture packs, but theirs is one that I am happy to donate to because it's absolutely fantastic. It's been a staple of Minecraft for years. If anyone's familiar with the Yogscast, way back in the day, you know, it's been their preferred texture pack for a long, long time, and it is absolutely amazing. Great recommendation, pure BD Craft, absolutely fantastic texture pack. Obviously, it was called Sphax back then. Oh, there's some giant spruces over there. Cool. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, for this playthrough I want to try and keep things as vanilla as possible, including the textures, so I'm playing with the default Minecraft textures for now. But yeah, Sphax or BD Craft or whatever you want to call it is a fantastic texture pack. Jacob says, have I made a house yet? Not a house as such. I've hollowed out a little bit of a cave to use as my starter base. But we're only on day 7 in game, and I did just have quite a big setback when I died and lost all my stuff. So no house just yet. Okay, looks like we're only getting the one sapling from this tree, but that's okay. That's enough to grow another, which is what I aim to do. I like to try and cut down as few trees as possible as well, like, you know, get one sapling and then grow all of your trees from there, rather than chopping down massive forest fulls. How do you put the day on your screen? In Bedrock Edition, it's an option when you create a world. It's the same under the same menu as putting the coordinates on screen. On Java, I'm not sure. It might show up in the F3 information. In fact, it probably does. Aha! Iron. But yeah, on Bedrock, it's a new feature in the latest update. You can turn it on when you create a new world. Okay, so first things first, we need to build up our iron again. We're going to need 24 for a full set of armour, and then however many for a full set of tools. It depends what we mean by a full set of tools, because I don't think I'll be making a hoe or shears just yet. I might make shears, we'll see. Copper, we'll leave the copper this time, and I'm going to try not to get too lost, because that's what happened last time, that's how I died. Okay, we'll make some torches, and we'll very carefully descend a little bit. see what's up here. Oh, I see daylight, so again, looks like we're not going to end up getting too lost. What mode am I playing on? I'm playing survival on normal difficulty. It's a good job I'm not playing hardcore, or we would have ended it by now already, because I've already died twice. Is hardcore on Bedrock yet? It's still not available yet for Bedrock, is it? Am I correct in thinking that? Not that I would play it anyway, because I know that I'd be in for like 3 days and then die. Okay, this is a dead end. What time are we on? Oh, we're on 5 o'clock, so I have been playing for 2 hours. I was going to end and then do a Q&A for an hour, but I'm quite enjoying this, and we've got a few viewers, so I'm happy to keep going with this for another hour. If you want to ask me any questions, by the way, keep them coming. They don't have to be Minecraft related. I'm always happy to answer any other questions you might have about me. So feel free to get the questions in if you do have any. I always play on easy because I'm bad at the game. I'll be honest, I tend to play on easy as well, because I'm not the best Minecraft player, despite playing it for over 10 years. So yeah, normally I would tend to lean towards easy mode, but I thought, you know, for the stream, let's push the boat out, let's go for normal. Definitely not going to attempt hard. Aaron followed live. Hi Aaron, thanks for following. Oh, we got some underground grass here. Minecraft Barbasani Kingdom and SMP followed, thank you. How long have I been playing this world? About 2 hours. I started this world at the start of this live stream, so we're only 2 hours into it. 7 in-game days. Okay, let's slip out through here. We got 14 iron, so that should be enough for a full tool set, and then we can come back again and start finding bits for the armour. Just leave that there. Let's eat some bread. Ooh. Maybe that could be promising. I'd prefer to. I like to find somewhere a bit more open because it's easier to find the exit. I used to play Bedrock and play normal mode with keep inventory. I try to avoid keep inventory. If it's a really casual run and I'm just wanting to have some fun and, you know, build something cool, then I will put keep inventory on. I have no issues around using keep inventory. But if I want a bit of a challenge, like I do with this playthrough, then I'll turn it off. And obviously, today we don't have keep inventory on, which is why I've lost all my stuff twice. Do I play Bedrock servers? I don't really play that many servers, to be quite honest. Usually when I play multiplayer, it's either with friends or family on like private worlds. So I'm not really too into servers. I did used to go on servers quite a lot. I did all the parkour servers and escape room servers and droppers and stuff like that. Why not turn the FOV up? I like this FOV. This FOV. I've always preferred just the default FOV. Do I have friends? Yes, I do have friends. Okay, let's get cooking. We got some mutton. How? By talking to people. Super Sander asks, what's fun about unmodded Minecraft? The fact that it's constantly updated with new features. Like this latest update, there's a load of new stuff that I haven't seen yet that I'm looking forward to exploring. So, yeah, it's fun for that reason. How's my day going? Asks Jack. My day's going fine. Thank you for asking. It's very hot here, so I'm sweating quite a bit to be perfectly honest. But it's going well. With the piano playing, I assume you like Sonic, says Peter. Yes, I am a big fan of Sonic, particularly the original 2D Sonic games. I do actually know the entire Sonic 1 and 2 soundtracks on piano, and as you've noticed, a lot of my piano covers on my TikTok are from Sonic 1 and 2. Yeah. Two games very close to my heart. Very nostalgic. Okay, we need a few more sticks and we should have enough here for full set of iron tools. And then we need to go do some more mining for the iron armour. Chemical Plant Zone music is the best, says Peter. My personal favourite from Sonic 2 is... I've forgotten the name. Casino Night Zone. Casino Night Zone's my favourite from Sonic 2, and from Sonic 1 I love the theme from Starlight Zone. That's one of my favourite pieces of music in general, the Starlight Zone theme from Sonic 1. So good. Okay, what was I doing? I was making iron tools. Right. So we need a sword. Where's everything? Oh, we need more sticks. We need an axe, a pickaxe, and a shovel. There we go, full set of iron tools again. And we didn't even use that stone sword. We'll keep the regular pickaxe again, just in case. The stone one, just so we can use it till it runs out. Axe, pickaxe, sword, shovel, that's my usual order, as I said earlier. Torches in the middle, food at the end. And we've still got 5 left, so we could make like a helmet or something, but I'm actually going to hold off on that until we got enough for the full set. Oh, we'll make a couple more torches as well. Faith from Sonic 1 is probably Labyrinth Zone, and Faith from Sonic 3 is probably Ice Cap Zone. In terms of zones to play, my favourites are slightly different from like those were just my favourite music. My favourite zones to play are probably Marble Zone from Sonic 1. Love Marble Zone, and it does have a pretty great theme as well. From Sonic 2, I would say maybe Chemical Plant. Yeah, I think Chemical Plant. And from Sonic 3, I love Carnival Night Zone, despite its difficulty. Okay, let's sail off in a random direction and see what we can find then. Oh, also, I have to mention Sonic Mania. I have to at least give a shout out to Sonic Mania. Absolutely fantastic game. Really captures the feel of the originals and has some incredible music in it. Studiopolis Zone. Oh, now that is a tune. Okay, let's head in this direction. Lots of trees. The thing is, the trees make it harder to find caves and stuff because they're buried in the middle of these woodlands. That looks promising. Is that floating or is it's connected? That's some really cool terrain though. I love that even in the newer versions of Minecraft, you still get crazy terrain generation like this. This is really cool. And it's a perfect place for us to find some iron. You can see there's some up there, but I don't know if I'm going to attempt to scale this and get that iron in particular. But there's plenty about. And there's brown mushrooms, so we can start mushroom soup, and we can get a mushroom farm going. Great source of food there. Okay, now, is there a cave? That's what we're really looking out for. That could be promising over there. Oh, it just keeps going as well. I don't know if you can see that off in the distance, but... Whoa! It does go on for quite a while. Oh, there's a leather-armoured skeleton under there. Maybe I should go back to the boat, actually. And we'll follow along the coast for a while. Don't need you. Bye-bye. Yeah, just look at this though. Look at that tree there. That tiny tree that's on a tiny little floating island that's attached to a larger tree. That's really cool. Oh, look at these waterfalls as well. Now this is cool. I might have to build my permanent base somewhere near here, because this is some really cool terrain. And that looks like it could be a cave in there as well. There's a tiny swamp biome here, just the edge of it. Yeah, I definitely like the look of all this. Oh, there's some iron there within easy reach. Gorlock the Destroyer started following. Thank you, Gorlock. Shouldn't have broken that bottom one. There we go. 3 pieces. Well, every little helps. Is there a cave over there, or is it just dark because of the island above it? It's just dark, and there's a skeleton in there, so let's avoid that. Look at these waterfalls as well. That's really cool. There's an Enderman in there. Don't look at his eyes. Okay, I think we're safe. There's a lot of coal here, but it's quite high up. It's not going to be easy to reach. Maybe we should venture onto land again. And this time I'll take the boat with me in case I need to deploy it quickly. I love the giant spruce trees. Lost my train of thought again there. Oh wow. Yeah, this is some really nice looking terrain. I definitely think we might look over here for our permanent base when we get round to it. Oh, and some easily accessible coal, that's always handy. C says hi. Hi, C, welcome to the stream. What time are we on? Oh, we're on quarter past 5, another 45 minutes or so. I think we'll bring it to a close. As I mentioned earlier, there's probably not going to be a Q&A section in today's stream. We'll just keep doing Minecraft until 6 and then end it there. But don't let that stop you from asking questions if you want to. If there's anything you want to ask me, anything at all, then go ahead and feel free. And of course, bear in mind that I am not obliged to answer every question. But if it's a good question, if it's an appropriate question, then sure, I'll be happy to give you my answer. Okay, can I get to that iron there? I don't have much to build over with, but if we grab a little bit of this dirt here, we might get across. Gold armor already, says Jacob. Yeah, this I found in near an abandoned nether portal, so I didn't craft this, and it's got projectile projection 4. Wow. That is one thing I will concede. Again, a lot of people say, oh, Minecraft's too easy these days, and I don't fully agree with that, but there are some things that are a little bit too easy to get. Like, you can almost always find gold armor almost straight away when starting a new game. I think the solution would just to be make generated structures slightly less common. Like, just make nether portals slightly harder to find and stuff like that. Would balance it out perfectly. So yeah, when people say, oh, Minecraft's too easy these days, I kind of get where they're coming from, but I think it's something that's easily fixed at the same time, right? Someone asked what's my favourite food. My favourite food is pie. I like chicken pie in particular. Love a nice pie with some mash and gravy. Nice meal. Proper British meal, that. Proper lad's meal, ironically. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, okay, that was a close one. Favourite drink? My favourite soft drink is Iron Brew, which is what I'm drinking today. Jacob says, every time I spawn, I'm next to a village or a nether portal. Yeah, look, there's another nether portal right there that I've just spotted. Villagers as well. I think villagers spawn way too commonly. Just turn it down a little bit. Just make villagers a little bit rarer. And maybe there should be like a defined area around spawn where nothing generates. Like, maybe for 500 blocks or something away from spawn, there's no structures at all. Just to make that early game a little bit more challenging so that you're not finding stuff like this, like on the first day that you start a new world. Again, I feel like that's something that could be really easy to implement, is just, you know, just have an area around spawn where nothing generates, structure-wise, and it'd really help to balance out the difficulty a little bit, and, you know, address people's concerns that the game is maybe a little bit easier these days than it used to be. Okay, so actually, we haven't really found much. We've got 9 iron, and it is night, so we're also going to have to be careful from now on that we don't get killed, because we're a long way from base again, and I don't want a repeat of last time. We'll grab some berries. They're quite handy. We can grow some of those on the farm. We'll be setting up a crop farm, obviously, and trying to grow every single crop. Okay. So it looks like we're at the end of this mountainous area and back onto flat land again over here. Ooh. How do you get the days played thing to come up? So if you're on Bedrock Edition, you can just change that in your settings. It's the same place in the menu where you put the coordinates on screen. There's an option that just got added in the latest update that you can also display the number of days that you've been playing for. Is this a cave? No. It's a fake cave. I mean, I guess it technically is a cave, yes, but it's not what I was hoping for. It's not a proper cave. Diet Cock says I'm boiling. It is a very hot day today, yeah. think I'll be having a nice, not a cold bath after this, but a lukewarm bath, just to cool off a little bit. Okay, we're getting a bit too far away from base now. We are going to have to start heading back in the other direction. And we'll just have to see if we can find any more iron ingots along the way. I know, again, we haven't really made a lot of progress in the grand scheme of things in today's stream, but like I was saying earlier, it's not really about the progress. I wanted this to be a more relaxed pace, sort of, you know, taking things slow, just exploring the world and enjoying the experience. There's some more mountains over here, that's good. So yeah, if you've come here to see a speedrun or someone play Minecraft at a competent, fast speed, then you're probably not going to see that. Diet Cock says, a lukewarm bath, I'm pretty sure that's a sign of depression, or it could be the sign that we're in the middle of a heat wave and I would like to cool down. Okay, let's try this one over here. This could be promising. It looks like there is a cave entrance over there, up that hill a little bit. Just deal with this guy first. Please don't kill me while I'm in the water. If a skeleton gets you while you're in the water, you're in big trouble. There we go. Okay, we're running low on inventory space as well, which is not good. This is another thing that that I think could be done a little bit better, and I know that, you know, I'll get crucified for saying this because it's like an unwritten rule of Minecraft that you fundamentally should never question, but, you know, I'm going to say it. Could the inventory be a little bit bigger? Just a tiny bit? Could it be 10 slots wide instead of 9? You know, I'm just saying, you know, 9 is a completely arbitrary number. It's 9 for no reason. There are 10 numbered keys on the keyboard, so, you know, could we just add just 4 little extra slots to the inventory? Would that be too much to ask in the grand scheme of things? You know, that's Minecraft blasphemy to say so, but, you know, can't we just do it anyway? And, like, it's a well-known fact that over the last few updates of Minecraft, more and more items have been added and inventory management has become a huge problem. That's why they tried adding in bundles, which are still not fully in the game as far as I know. They're still locked as an experimental feature. Like, Mojang obviously knows that inventory space is a huge problem. But there is a simple solution that everyone seems too afraid to ask for, so yeah, I'm going to ask for it. Please make the inventory 40 slots instead of 36. That's all I'm asking. It's not a huge change, but it'd make life a lot easier for us. Oops. Okay, we got a couple of new followers. We got Votre Papau Préféré, thank you for following. We got Barney Balls FC just followed, thank you for following. There was someone else earlier. I can't really pause right now because I'm in danger, but I will try and find somewhere safe and then go back and look at who that was and give you a shout out. Thank you. Oof. We're going to run low on food again as well, which is not good. Let me just scroll back in the chat a tiny bit. Who was it who followed that I didn't shout out yet? Oh, it was Tim with about 8 M's. Thank you, Tim, for following. Oh, and Jacob just followed. Thank you as well. Right, let's grab this iron. Where? Oh, there it is. Grab this iron here. Apologies, I'm getting a little bit sniffly now. CB asks pronouns, she, her. Thank you for asking. Okay, we've now got 17 iron, so we're on our way. We need 7 more for a full set of armour, and obviously we'll grab a few more while we're here just for good measure, if we can find any. And we have actually survived a night without sleeping, which is quite impressive. Well, don't speak too soon, it's not quite daytime yet. And I've just spotted a village. Everything's working in our favour all of a sudden. We were on a low. We kind of had to start again from scratch because I lost everything, but it looks like we might be about to get back on track. There is quite a nicely sized village down here. There's also a skeleton, and I'd hate for him to kill me just before we get to that village, so I'm going to try and get my health up as much as I can. I don't want to eat all the berries because I need to save some for starting a berry farm when we get home. CB asks, what am I playing on? I'm playing on PC. This is the Bedrock edition on PC. Orim asks, where am I from? I'm from Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. It's just occurred to me as well that this village is going to have a lot of loot that I'm not going to be able to carry because my inventory is already almost full. So we'll see what happens. Bailey's says, hello stranger. Hi Bailey's, how you doing? Okay, let's get on in there. Go into settings and make your FOV as big as possible. I'm happy with the FOV as it is. I don't like to tamper too much with the FOV. I'm quite happy with the default, the Minecraft default FOV. Okay, we'll try and carry as much as we can here. There's some stuff that we are going to have to leave behind. We don't need rotten flesh, and we don't really need cobblestone. So we'll clear up our inventory a little bit before we go. Bailey says, when am I getting piano lessons? Oh, I wish I was good enough to offer lessons. I get by, but I don't think I'm good enough to teach. Brad says use my keyboard and mouse. Unfortunately, I can't use my keyboard and mouse at the minute because my keyboard is in front of my second monitor, not my gaming monitor. I use my keyboard and mouse for work on my second monitor, and then I use my controller on my main monitor for playing games. And that's also why I'm playing the Bedrock edition, because Java doesn't have native controller support. Virgil Van Dyke's Knob says queer. Yes, I am part of the queer community. I'm glad you noticed. Okay, lots of potatoes and bread. Did I look in that building there? I don't know if I did. Well, there's nothing in there anyway. Oh, I hear a cat. Not right now, cat. I'm not in a good place to own a cat just yet. Maybe another time. Alfie says, please mention me, Saul. Here you go, Alfie, here's your mention. Philip says, is it a PS3? No, I'm actually playing on my PC at the minute. Okay, if we put these boots on... I've got a steering wheel. Do I play Forza or something? This is actually not a racing wheel, it's a heavy equipment wheel. I use it to play Farming Sim and Euro Truck Simulator. But it is compatible with racing games as well, it's just not designed for them. What else can I chuck? I don't need the lily pads. I mean, I don't really need the dandelion, to be honest, but until something more important comes along, I'll carry it. Empty, and I'm guessing this one will be empty as well. Yep. Okay, so that is all this village has to offer. Not quite what I was hoping for. There's no blacksmith or library or anything like that, which is a shame. It's all just regular houses. But we got a couple of bits. And we got a saddle. I didn't even notice. We picked up a saddle, which means we'll be able to get a horse or a donkey at some point, which is nice. Or ideally a mule, because a mule is faster than a donkey but can still carry a chest. So that's probably what we'll go for. Or, you know, we now have the option for llamas and camels as well. This is what I mean. There's so many options now to do every single thing, which is why it really makes me laugh when people say, oh, there's, you know, Minecraft these days, or there's hardly any new features, all the updates are so small, and I'm just here like, you can have a camel, a llama, or a horse. There's so much choice. Like, genuinely, I don't get how people can say that there's nothing to do in Minecraft anymore. There's so much to do. Brad says, yo, get Euro Truck Sim on, nice chill drive. I would like to stream Euro Truck. I'm not going to stream it today, obviously, because I've been playing Minecraft for almost 3 hours. I'm going to see this through to the end. But Euro Truck is definitely a game I'd like to play on stream. It's a very relaxing game to watch and to play, and it's the sort of game where I could easily answer questions from the live whilst I'm driving as well. So, yeah, I'd like to play Euro Truck on stream. I'd like to play Farming Sim on stream. Maybe even SnowRunner, although that does kind of max out my PC, so streaming it would maybe not be the wisest choice. But yeah, all those kind of games I would love to be able to play. Hope we're heading in the right direction here, by the way. I think it was a little bit more this way. It would be a terrible shame if I got lost at sea now, wouldn't it, after finding all this loot. The thing I've got to remember, though, is if I die again, I just need to try and make a note of what the coordinates are before I die, so that I can find my way back. Okay, these look familiar. Yep, there's the big old rock formation that I saw on the way over. So we are definitely going the right way. Did we get enough? We didn't get enough iron for a full suit of iron armour. But we have already got a gold chest plate, so we could just make iron helmet, leggings and boots, which would cost, I don't know, 16? Yeah, we got enough for that. We could make an almost full suit of iron armour minus the chest plate. So let's do that. And then we should be able to trim some of it as well. We've got 2 trims, but I want to save one because you can use it to craft duplicates. Oh. Okay, here we are back at base. Con MC says that game's for men only. That's a very strange thing to say. Are you talking about Minecraft? Are you trying to say that Minecraft is for men only? Because that's a very strange thing to say. Unless you were talking about like Farming Sim or Euro Truck, in which case there are plenty of female farmers and truckers in real life as well. So yeah, neither of those are male games either. In fact, there's no such thing as a male game, but you know. We got 5 iron here. I forgot we had 5 iron already. Okay, this sorting is not going to be very good. I apologise, but it is what it is. Dion says this game is not for you. Again, Minecraft has a massive following in the queer community. It's played a lot by queer people, and Mojang does actually celebrate Pride Month as well. So I'd say, yeah, the game is very much for me. The game very much caters towards all audiences. So, yeah. Never once have I played Minecraft and thought, oh, I'm too gay for this game. Okay, have I got anything that I can cook? I've got one mutton chop, but I don't really want to waste coal on one of those. I'll cook some baked potatoes, but I'll save a couple for planting because we'll want to grow some potatoes as well at some point. Do I play any LOL? I'm not really into League of Legends, to be quite honest. I've got a couple of friends who are massively into it, but it's just not for me, to be quite frank. Crimson Shadow says, Bedrock is so bad you have a PC, why not Java? Because Java doesn't have controller support and I wanted to play on my controller. And also, they are essentially the same game. I know there are subtle differences and there are a lot of reasons why people prefer one version to the other, but they are, at the end of the day, they are both Minecraft, right? They are both, in essence, the exact same game, right? Okay, so we still don't have quite enough iron for a full set of armour. But again, we've got the chest plate on already, so we'll just make the helmet, boots, and leggings. Bedrock is so slow though, or sometimes it's unplayable. It really depends on on your PC. For me personally, Bedrock actually runs better on my PC than Java. So it really does come down to your individual system. And again, if you prefer one to the other, I'm not saying that's a problem, but I do feel like it's one of those things where there's like needless arguments about which version's better, when at the end of the day it doesn't really matter. It's like the console wars all over again, people arguing about which console's better, when at the end of the day, just let people enjoy themselves on whatever console they want to play on, right? I feel the same way about Bedrock and Java. They're both good. If someone wants to play Bedrock or someone wants to play Java, just let them do it. Just let people enjoy themselves, right? My name is Mikey says, I love the fit, by the way. Thank you, Mikey. I'm wearing my green today. I've been doing the Pride flag outfits this week, ready for the slideshow that I'm doing at the end of the week. So I've already worn blue, yellow, orange, and today green. I've just got purple and red left to do, and then I'll be uploading a slideshow at the end of the month with the sort of Pride rainbow of outfits. Okay, let's get this armour crafted. So everything except a chest plate. It would be really good if they focused on optimizing rather than marketplace. Yeah, I do agree with that. To be quite honest, you know, the monetization of it all, I do fundamentally disagree with. But you don't have to do all that. I know it's a bit of a cop-out answer, but you don't have to buy anything. It is a bit shady that all of this paid stuff is here and marketed heavily towards children and all that kind of stuff. They are very clearly just trying to get people to part with their money, which I, completely am not on board with. But again, at the end of the day, you can choose to just not buy any of that stuff, right? Kyle says, I go back to Minecraft each year and get hooked for months and then put it down again. Yeah, same. That's exactly how I am with Minecraft. And that's why I love the release schedule that Mojang has these days, which is like one major update a year, because it means that I can come back every few months and there's a whole set of new features to try out each time. Like today, for instance, there's all the new trial chambers and stuff like that that are waiting for me to explore. Okay, we are going to trim one piece of armour, Which piece of armour should we trim? I'm actually going to let you guys choose. So should I trim my helmet, chestplate, leggings, or boots? Let me know in the comments. Bear in mind that these are purely cosmetic as well. They don't do anything to the actual stats of the armour or anything like that. They're just visual. We've got a couple saying leggings, a few chest plates. I think actually, if I trimmed the chest plate with iron, it'd match the rest of the iron armour, right? That might look quite nice. So yeah, I'm going to trim the chest plate with iron. And obviously, again, I do have another smithing template here, but I want to save it so that we can craft more. Although, to be fair, we live near the ocean, so there'll be quite a lot of... like, this trim is very common. Like, some of the trims are quite rare, but the coast armor trim is everywhere. So, like, don't worry about using this once you've found it. You will find a lot more. So, actually, I will use both trims, and I'll trim the leggings with iron. No, I'll trim the chest plate with iron and the leggings with gold, and then they'll match each other. Where's the rest of my... Oh, wait, never mind. I've only got 3 gold nuggets, so I can't do that. Okay, scratch that plan. We'll wait till we've got a bit more of all that stuff. But I will trim the... Oh, there's a turtle there. I will trim the chest plate with... I've left the iron. We'll get there. Oh, wrong one. Wait till diamond armor. You really don't need to wait, to be honest, because trims are fairly easy to find. Especially the coast one is very common. Don't worry about waiting until you've got diamond armor to use your trims. Just use them. You will find more. ATG says, hi, I'm new. Hi, welcome. Okay, here we go. We've got... Wait, how do I change my camera view? There we go. There we go. We've got gold armor trimmed with iron, so it matches the rest of our iron armor. Beautiful. What's my opinion on the all-new Minecraft music? I like it. I love Lena Raine's stuff, especially the music discs, Pigstep, the one from the Wild update, the exploring one. I've forgotten the name of it now, which is not a good sign. But yeah, I love Lena Raine's contributions. Obviously, the old Minecraft music is very nostalgic. But just because the old stuff is nostalgic doesn't mean that the new stuff isn't good as well. It really is. There's some fantastic tunes in the newer updates. Oh, these are both in my boat. This turtle and this chicken are actually both inside my boat. Great. I am going to have to get you out, guys, because I kind of need this boat back. Oh, an egg. Thanks. They can do that? Yeah, a boat can fit up to 2 mobs in it. I hope you hang around, actually, because if he lays some eggs, or if he hangs around for a while, we could get scutes, which makes I think it's like a water-breathing helmet. And they are really cool as well. And the baby turtles are actually the smallest mobs in the game. They're absolutely tiny. Oh, another egg. Yeah, we will try and get a garden set up at some point and farm some animals and start crafting cakes and cookies and all that kind of stuff. Wandering trader there, stuck in the water. Claudia Rose, do I play The Sims? Not really. I've never been massively into The Sims. Just not really my kind of thing, to be honest. I lean more towards the Sim City kind of thing. I like city builders. The Sims itself, not so much. Jake says, you've made me play Minecraft. I'm playing survival while watching you. Just found a village. That's great. Again, as soon as you start, you find a village almost straight away. That's just how it goes. Claudia Rose asks, what's my favourite game? My favourite game of all time is called Oddworld Abe's Exodus. It's a PS1 game from 1998. It was the first video game I ever played in my entire life, and it has a very special place in my heart because of that. And also, it's a damn good game as well. Okay, this one. I'm a little bit skeptical about going into sand caves because I don't want sand collapsing in on me. Oh, but actually, yeah, this looks quite promising. Shaggy the Goat, what is your avatar on Minecraft? Can I see? Yeah, this is my avatar. Let me take my armor off for a second. So it's kind of like a emerald green steampunk kind of outfit, and I've got a pride flag cape as well. I did have like a custom texture, a custom skin for a long time, but I lost the original file for it and I couldn't be bothered to make a new one. So I used Bedrock's in-game character editor to make one that I think does kind of look quite like me. Gabe said, ooh, Pride. Yeah, it is Pride Month, and Minecraft does offer Pride-related items in the store because Mojang does support the queer community. Even if only to get our money, which is kind of how it goes for most businesses, but, you know. Am I ready for the Minecraft movie? Kind of. I'm a little bit apprehensive. But, you know, it could be good. I think video game movies are kind of hit or miss, but there have been some really good ones lately and some really bad ones as well. So, you know, we'll just have to see. Okay, how are we going to get... Oh, it does have Jack Black on it, so yeah, that's... You know, it's gonna at least have that going for it, if nothing else. Oh, I forgot that I took my armor off. Better put that back on. What am I playing on? Asks Unknown. I'm playing on PC. This is Bedrock Edition for PC. But yeah, I think with video game adaptations, it can be very hit or miss. If anyone here is a fan of Fallout, you'll recall that the Fallout TV series came out recently on Amazon, and it is absolutely phenomenal. By far one of the best video game adaptations I've ever seen. But then on the other side of the spectrum, you've got some video game adaptations that are slightly less good. So it's a very hit or miss thing. But yeah. I have to be optimistic and hope that it'll be good. Yeah, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of Fallout, the accuracy of the TV series is off the scale. It's really, really accurate and fairly respectful of the lore too. It tweaks a couple of things, but you know, you've kind of gotta when a series has been running as long as Fallout, and you're trying to adapt it to TV format. You kind of have to change a couple of things, but it's all done very respectfully. The major plot points are respectful of the original game's lore, and it is a fantastic series all round. I do definitely recommend you watch it. If you're a fan of Fallout, even if you're not a fan of Fallout, it might make you interested in Fallout. It's a very, very good series. Okay, so there's some iron here that I needed to get to. What time are we on? Oh, we're on 10 to 6, so unfortunately I am going to have to start bringing this to a close soon. I'll keep going for about another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap things up. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, there's not going to be a Q&A today. because I ended up playing Minecraft for a bit longer than I planned to. Not that I'm complaining, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and hope that you'll join me for some more Minecraft next time. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be playing more Minecraft, because I only stream 3 times a week, and there are a lot of other things that I want to stream as well. There's a lot of other games that I want to play. So I can't guarantee, like, oh, there'll be another Minecraft next week or whatever, but there will be more. There will definitely be more of this. It just depends when I've got time to do that, on top of all the other streams that I want to do. Mia followed. Thank you for following, Mia. Nice to have you here. Okay. 14 iron, that's not bad. There's a baby zombie there, so I need to move on real quick. We're going to head back to base now, and then I'll do a sort of outro or whatever. Oh, this goes straight up to the surface as well, that's handy. And I'm not going to bother with the boat, it's only over here. Might as well swim. Okay, now can I get back to base uninjured? There are quite a lot of mobs about, but I do have my sword, so if things go south, I can at least defend myself. But I'm fairly non-confrontational as a rule. I tend to just try and avoid mobs as much as I can. But, you know, inevitably you've got to fight some of them eventually. Oh, this isn't even my island. It's a little bit further. I thought I was home. Ben says, hello, mate. Hi, Ben. Welcome to the stream. For all that's left of it, only a few minutes, but thank you for being here. Okay, so hopefully there's no mobs around the base. Oh, there's a creeper there. Can I sleep without it killing me? It's a risky move. Okay, we made it. Let me just not let this creeper write down the position to your base somewhere. I've got a bed anyway, so I'll respawn at my base. And I'm also right near world spawn, so if my bed gets destroyed, I'll respawn very close to here anyway. Oh, he's knocked me in the water! Yeah, so don't worry too much about me losing my base. I'm very close to the world spawn point. Once I've moved to my permanent base, obviously, I'll take more precautions and make a note of where it is and stuff like that. Just in case you forget where your base is while out exploring. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I should make a note of that. So I'm at about minus 450, minus 350. I will make a mental note of that. Maybe I'll get like a book and quill or something. I think something that I enjoy doing is like making a book and quill and writing down the locations of important stuff so that I can come back to it later. It makes the experience a little bit more immersive, and it gives you an actual use for books, because people don't really use books that much to write stuff in Minecraft. So yeah, I might do that. I might like have a journal, an in-game journal, and keep track of interesting locations and stuff that I find. That could be something worth trying. My chests are going to need a sort out in the next stream, or I might do it off camera because it's boring stuff that you don't really want to see. But we've made some decent progress. We are 11 days into this world, so you know, just under a fortnight, near enough. And we've made some decent progress. We got all the essentials to get started. Had a couple of minor setbacks earlier when we lost our stuff, but I think we're in a better place now. Something that I want to do that's going to be really useful is to get a spare set of all of our stuff. Because then if we die and lose all our armour again, for example, we'll have a spare set in storage. So the next job really is just going to be collecting iron, as much iron as we possibly can, so that we can get at least 2 full sets of iron armor and tools. So we got 1 spare. But yeah, that's going to be for next time. I'll put these into the blast furnace now, and then I can collect them next time I come on. Logs asks, how do I get the days played on? So if you're on Bedrock, there is an option, a new option in this update, in the options menu. Same place that you can turn on and off the coordinates, you can also turn on the days played, which is a really cool thing, a really useful feature to keep track of how long you've been playing for. So, that's that. I am going to have to call it here because we've been playing for almost 3 hours now. But I do want to say thank you all for joining, and before we wrap up, I will move over to the big face cam and wrap things up a little bit. There we go. I'll be back in a sec. Don't go just yet. There I am. Hello. So we're back on the big screen now. Yeah, so that's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you for joining. I hope you've enjoyed. I've had a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun getting back into Minecraft and exploring the new update. Haven't really seen many of the features of the new update yet, but as we keep playing, I'm hoping to see more. Really looking forward to getting finding the trial chambers specifically, because they are the biggest structure in the game and they're completely new, so I'm really looking forward to finding more about those. I don't know when I'm next going to play Minecraft on stream, but there will definitely be more Minecraft coming, and I won't do anything else on this world off camera apart from like organising my chests and stuff like that. I'll keep this world just for when I'm streaming. I promise you of that. I won't play it in my spare time. So yeah, thanks for coming today. We've gotten quite a few new followers. I think we got about 50 looking at the counter today, which is not bad at all. We're well on our way towards 2,500. Once again, if you have enjoyed, please do follow, and we'll get those numbers up, and we'll aim to reach our next milestone of 2,500. Sorry. I really am going to have to go because I'm getting quite sniffly now, and you don't want to hear that. But a couple more things that I just want to say. If you have enjoyed, obviously, please feel free to follow. If you want to see any of my other content, you know, I don't just play games. I also make trans-focused videos talking about important issues in the trans community. I also make piano covers. There's other videos that I want to start making about my other hobbies and interests. I keep jumping spiders, as I mentioned earlier. I collect coins. I have a model railway. I have a unicycle. There's so many different hobbies and interests that I have that I want to talk about on the channel. And so if you're interested in any of those, then please, you know, follow and see what it's all about. The steering wheel is cool, says Arch. Yes, I do have here a steering wheel, which I'm also excited to show you. I'd love to do some either farming sim or Euro Truck sim on the stream, pretending to be something you're not. Yeah, I'm not a real farmer or a truck driver, I've got to be honest. I don't have a driver's license, but I can pretend to be by playing Euro Truck and farming sim. And that's why I've got this big old wheel here. So I'll definitely be playing some of that if you want to join and see the wheel in action, and the side panel, and the beacon light, which is just off camera there, and all the other things. Is that an airplane setup as well? No, this is just a side panel for all the... modern tractors have a lot of buttons in them, and this panel is what I use to represent those. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of other videos, there's going to be a lot of other games that I want to play, as well as lots of other hobbies and interests that I want to talk about. So if you are interested in any of those things, then please go ahead and check out the channel. One more thing I also have to mention is that I do now have a Patreon, and I just want to very quickly shout that out. If you like what I do and you want to support what I do financially, then you can follow me on Patreon. You can become a member for $5 a month with a 7-day free trial if you want to try it out without having to pay. You will get access to a lot of behind the scenes stuff, all of my unedited videos before I go and do the edits and stuff like that. that's really the main benefit, is you'll get to see the behind the scenes, and you'll also get access to the stream archive. So if you want to watch this stream again all the way through, if you missed a bit at the beginning and you want to go back and watch it, you can get access to the stream archive by becoming a member, and of course you will get a shout out here on TikTok Live as well. So if you want to do that, as I say, it's free for the first 7 days if you want to check it out but don't want to pay. Give it a try, and then if it's something that you do want to do, then you'd really be helping me out. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I know that if you talk about stuff like that for too long, people start to lose interest, so we'll leave it at that. If you want to support, then that's an option for you. If you don't have to. It's entirely optional. But that is going to be it for today's stream. I do have a video coming up tomorrow, which I hope you'll enjoy. It's actually a trans-focused video, this one, so it will be dealing with a heavy-ish sort of topic, which you'll see if you want to follow and see it. My next live stream will, of course, be on Friday, and I'm hoping it will be something quite interesting. I've got something coming. I've ordered something, which I'd like to show you on stream if it arrives in time. It should be coming tomorrow, so hopefully it will be here in time for Fridays. So if you want to see what that is, that's very enticing and ominous news. If you want to find out what it is, you'll have to join Friday's stream to find out. It's not a spider, but I will be getting my new spider next week, hopefully, if all goes well. So if you want to see that as well, then tune in for next week's streams. I stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I upload videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. I'm going to stop talking now. I've been speaking for 3 hours. My voice is starting to get a little bit hoarse, and I'm getting a little bit sniffly. I'm going to go away. I'm going to chill for the rest of the afternoon. Thank you once again for joining. It's been very fun. Thank you for following. Thank you for asking your questions. Thank you for telling me your thoughts on the new Minecraft updates. I've had a great time. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll stop talking right now. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.